Alright, field research. Find all the audio samples for the jukebox. One there. There's one in Higgs Village. I missed one, eh? We almost have everything found, though. That says something. So let's head over to this tunnel.
Do not approach the pylons. Pylons are the glowing things. Also, do not approach a fallen pylon. If you see a fallen pylon, call security.
Whatever, bozo. Don't crash. I'm looking to go west. Right into here. Requires key. Ow!
You're no match for science.
This is like Skyrim. Ow!
Scorpion, attack!
Ow! Let's go.
Laser sting!
Alright, I need my health back. Sheesh. What do you mean a key? That doesn't make sense. No one's gonna give me a key because no exploring. Not allowed. That's not allowed! It's fine. Maybe it's to be found here. Forbidden Zone Dome entrance. Okay, that actually makes sense then. I reckon I should search this area carefully for like another module. I feel like there would be one here. I don't know. The scorpions are coming back though.
Sting them in the name of all that is Mobius! You won't escape me! Oh, hit my robo-scorpion, will you?
So I can't actually get in here to get my audio sample. Or, oh. Unless it's just elsewhere within it. I don't actually need to go inside. No. I need to actually get in there. And it requires a key that I probably don't have. Alright. Higgs Village. Or should I say Tranquility Lane? Freaks me out. It kind of freaks me out a bit. Really, it's in here, huh? The first door? The first room, and I missed it. Where? Or is it underneath? Or on top? Could be on top. Did I miss this room? I so did. Okay. But I can't get into the Forbidden Zone dome. Right? That probably comes within the quest. Yeah. That will come later in time. Ah, for fuck's sakes. Anyone trying to fight? There's enemies nearby, apparently. Found him. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Huh! Huh! And again, another. Let's go. Now follow up. There we go. You see, it does annoy me that they just like, you can't leave the thing. The fight. Don't crash, don't crash, don't crash, don't crash. Okay, good. Good, good, good. Okay. I actually, never mind. Really? We're going to crash? Really? Okay. Fine. It's fine. It is fine. Because I quick saved. Alright. Let's hit the bed. Let's get ourselves restored.
Want to push my buttons?
No. I'm here to speak to the different doctors. What was that? Did something happen with your voice module? That is, yes, no? Okay. Okay. I see. Picking your brains. I need to speak with all the different doctors.
Breaking news! Talking lobotomite arrives in think tank. Its purpose, unknown. Undefinable. Its presence here, impossible.
Well, now that I know that your name is Dr. O, I need to find out who voices you. James Christian Urbanak. You are not Seth MacFarlane. You're Dr. O, right?
Oh? Oh, yes. I'm not going to bother correcting you. At least you got the doctor part correct. I can be grateful for that, at least. Stop the presses! Just in from my eye monitors. Is that Robco tech on your arm? It is! What's your agenda bringing that in here?
My Pip-Boy?
How dare you bring Robco tech in here? What are you showing off? How great Robert House and his big company are?
Ooh, we can make Securitrons better than any robot those geniuses at Big Mountain can make, and they'll last 1,000 years.
You're lucky I don't have hands to tear that dip boy off your arm, or feet to stomp on its stupid metal guts. Ugh. Damn Robco.
I just wanted to ask some questions.
Fine. Ask.
What do you do here?
All things robotical. You see a robot? I made it. See a broken robot? I made it that way. Deconstructed it down to parts. I have a gift with machines. I can render anything inoperable. Preserve them in a non-functioning state.
That doesn't sound impressive at all.
Who asked you? You just wait until a working machine threatens you, and you'll wish I was around.
You gave me shit for calling you Dr. O. Do you have another name?
Yeah, I do. It wasn't always O. I just took that one by default because sometimes it's easier to accept the mistake as long as the purpose works. I don't want to get into it. It's a sore topic with me. Makes my gel ripple.
Come on, tell me.
Great. Psychology. Clearly the worst of the sciences, right after colostodiuretics. Okay, so my name isn't O. Never was. It was circular, a single character, digit, but not O.
It was
But
0.
even with enhanced sensors, no one here could get it right. Always kept seeing the letter, not the number.
I see. They thought your letter was a number?
I might as well take Dala up on that self-vivisection competition. Forget this. It's like talking to Klein's rear shell.
I see. Can you tell me about this facility?
Big Mountain used to be a mountain.
I see.
Then there was a slight mishap. Now it's a crater. The dome used to be buried, now it's exposed to the sky. Don't get me wrong. Makes the sky light up like a planetarium at night. All those spectra. So soothing.
Do you have any more of those worthless caps?
I'd have a few left. Let me check. Yeah, there were a few under the monitors here. Here you go. Keeps the place tidy.
Thank you. So what can you tell me about Mobius and his monsters?
That genius Mobius somehow cobbled together these really impressive-looking robot scorpions with spare parts. Even painted them. Tried to see what makes them tick. Can't even examine them without them detonating all over me. Left with shrapnel and burns. Every time.
Tell me about
He
it.
has even larger models, even a giant robot scorpion hidden deep within the Forbidden Zone. Yeah, right. Giant monsters, sure.
I don't want to fight that. A giant?
Yeah, crazy, right? Something right out of a midnight science fiction feature. Ridiculous. What are the odds?
Look at Linus is my husband. Hello. Welcome to the stream. All right, I think we've spoken long enough.
Until our next scheduled audio transmission and reception, then.
Nerd. Did something start what in a name? See if you can resolve O's problem with his name. Right. 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 I don't have the intelligence to do that. So.
If it isn't the fascinating little lobotomite.
Dr. O is the most attractive doctor. Actually, I think it's Dr. Zero. Thank you very much. Dr. Dalla!
You are an unusual specimen to so boldly walk into the mighty expanse of the think tank, fearless and proud as a teddy bear.
Okay.
Between the extraction of their higher reasoning abilities and urination-inducing fear, most lobotomites dare not approach us, let alone speak to us. Yet you have no such fear. Facing me, epidermis flushed with blood, plasma running molten beneath, your face contorting with muscular expression. Will you indulge me? Say a few words. Face towards the monitors, please, so that I might record it for further examination.
The quick scribe jumped over the lazy paladin.
Yes, go on. Seeing your lips and mouth forming words, both revolting and somehow... How does it feel to have the flesh roll around in your mouth like that? To control each muscle and the tongue.
I don't like this.
Like having a fish or extremely dexterous slug
no.
lolling and flopping in one's mouthal cavity.
No. It seems to me you have more biological needs than your counterparts.
What? Nonsense. What? What are you doing? Stop it. Why? Why are you making me partake in this filthy formography? I'm already intrigued. You have sufficiently percolated me. I don't know what it is about the biology of lobotomites. It infects my thoughts. All that skin and muscle and tissue.
Why don't you just give in? There's nothing wrong with looking at the human body.
Perhaps there is value in what you say. I did so enjoy breathing once, long ago.
I'll tell the others if you don't make it worth my while.
Really? What is this? You seek to shame me in front of the others?
Yes.
How intriguing. Yes, I'll partake. This shameful feeling is quite invigorating. How new. And you'll keep coming back to collect your payment, correct? Yes, that will be fine. Here, please. Take this from me with your rough, bacterial-laden hands. My stored, repressed juices as your filthy compensation. Oh, and here's a tip. That's customary, isn't it? Been so long, really.
Well, thank you. Now that that's out of the way, Dr. Dalla, who are you? And what do you do here?
Why, my little bear of teddiness. I am Dr. Dalla, first head chief researcher of mineralogy and medicinal sciences. I have 211 doctorates in both applied sciences and techniques to apply those sciences. I also possess a degree in curiosity and advanced curiosity. That's merely schooling, however.
Yeah, that's not a doctorate.
I prefer fieldwork and observation to holotape eidetics. It has proven useful, especially now. I have become the expert on humanology and lobotomite behavior here at Big Mountain. My research doesn't descend into formography. It is only science.
First head chief researcher. That is a lot of titles.
What is a name without a title or suffix for the sake of hierarchy? It is a long-standing quantification of personality and importance. We could not
Head
do without it.
NukaDud.
Surely you
Lead
must be
dud.
aware of the gravity of such attached appellations, just as surely as you must have a title.
Sometimes I'm just called a courier.
Oh, a mailman.
Yes.
A delivery man.
Yeah.
Someone who takes parcels from place to place using their primitive feet or similar conveyance.
Correct.
You are the second one I've met in recent times. Very different specimens.
There was another?
Of course. You must have met others in your travels. This one had met other couriers too.
Yeah.
Although it sounded as if he hadn't met the correct one. He asked us all many questions, and then he asked a most perplexing one. We had to segment the event out of our memories for safety.
I could have sworn I heard something about that. What was the question?
I do not know, nor should we try to access it. Perhaps Klein has the logs. My evaluation would be to let your own curiosity go. I do not think that Klein remembers the conversation as being satisfactory.
Right. Why did you remove my brain? And how?
Oh, removing it is a simple procedure. Well, except the complications it can cause to the heart and spine. But once the heart and spine are gone, no trouble at all. Clamp the subject down. One laser incision around the skull. Crack, snip, done. The brain is finally free of the skinvelope, which is then kept automated for cleanup duties around Big Mountain. Lobotomites. With you, however, something is definitely wrong. We've never had a lobotomite who kept speaking after being forcibly lobotomized. I am relieved the pacification field is working. If it didn't, I would broadcast some concern to my colleagues about safety protocols.
Okay, but how am I still talking and walking around? Is my question.
That is a good question.
Oh, get away from me.
My theory is that the Tesla coils in your brain pan are still connected to your brain somehow. It really could be anywhere. Brains are a lot smarter than most researchers give them credit for. We still have your spine and heart. If you were to somehow find your brain, wherever it sloped off to, you could humanically reduce yourself again.
I would like to do that. I would really like to do that. You mentioned the pacification field. It feels strange in here, but I'm always on edge. Like, I just want to... You know what I'm saying?
It is the pacification field emitters that are broadcasting into the emptiness of your skull. Without a brain, your aggression is suppressed in here.
Is there any way to shut it off?
Why would you want such a thing? You might surrender to your hormones and commit primal aggression on me, on us, again and again. Then I would have to return the favor, activating my vivisectors and gently lobotomizing you from behind. Not something I would relish doing. No, the only way to circumvent the field is to have a brain, and we extracted that like we do all the lobotomites here.
I see. Okay. I don't even understand. How the tech Klein wants will help.
It'll all become clear. If not, at least we will have the technology here at the Dome, where all technology belongs. When we have all the technology, all the answers, we can share it with the world, piece by piece. All will be in order, and all will be like Big Mountain.
Big Mountain. Why Big Mountain? What's so special about this place?
The Big Empty? Now that's not a proper title for this research facility. You sound like previous test subjects that came here. This mountain, now crater, encompasses the sum total of knowledge of humankind. It is Big Mountain, where all questions can be answered.
Big MT.
You'll see. No matter what your questions, Big Mountain will provide the answers, as it has done for so many before you.
Okay. Suo, welcome into the stream. How old am I? I'm 20. I'm 22. A bit of a sub brick. I had to think about that one. Previous test subjects?
Oh yes, we've had other subjects visit. It's why we had to calibrate the pacification field and warm up our brainial beams and vivisectors. Only a short time ago, we had 3-1 subjects arrive, and they ruined several experiments, and even injured 2 of our staff. It is a shame their brains left with them. With you, however, we have taken precautions to ensure that problem won't repeat itself. We've conditioned you so you can't speak of this place.
I'm gonna speak of it.
Discuss our secrets.
I will.
Or attempt to use force against us in any way.
Maybe I will.
Isn't that nice?
Right. Suo says, no offense, NukaDud. You look like I'm in my 40s. Oh, wow. You know what? If I look like this in my 40s, I'd say I'd be doing pretty good. But it's funny because I do, it is the beard. And it is the maturity gap too, I think. I definitely feel like I'm not 22. That being said though, at work, I always, I work with a lot of strangers that kind of know me, but they don't know me. Just very professionally speaking, and I always fuck with them. And I go, so, how's your kids? My kids, blah, 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 blah. And they go, you have kids? I'm like, yeah. Oh, you just look young. I'm like, bruh, I'm 34. or vice versa. I like doing that. Why did you say 3-1 subjects before?
Because 3-1 is 2.
No, really?
2 spoke to us, one after the other. One mean, one curious. But there was a third we didn't speak to. The last one is the -1. It got traumatized, then taken to one of our medical centers for de-traumatization. A rather unsettling procedure.
Right. Happy Walrus. I'm gonna call you Walrus. Welcome in. Hello, hello. How you doing? What happened with the visitors?
Ask Dr. O. And you could have asked 8 once, until he was severely damaged in the attack. We like him better this way.
Right. Okay. I've asked a bunch of other people. Walrus is good. They're good. How am I doing? Well, these monitor talks, these doctor talks, they're long. I am sitting here until I finish the Old World Blues DLC. We've been here 5 hours. I reckon I got 2 to 3 more. That's fine. But happy to see a bunch of new happy friendly faces today. Beautiful. What can you tell me about Dr. Mobius?
Dr. Mobius, a monstrous brain.
Stop shaking!
With wrinkles of 1,000 evils, with but one jaundiced eye with which to perceive the world. Exiled from the think tank for crimes too heinous to remain in recorded memory, and perhaps differences in research methodology.
Like
His
what?
one terrible eye forever peers at us, an eye of ever-increasing magnification. He watches from his dome in the Forbidden Zone, spying on us all.
Ooh, okay. I still don't know what is so bad about... Maybe I just wasn't paying attention the first time. Dr. Mobius. I look forward to meeting Dr. Mobius. We've spoken
Until
enough.
our next interaction, my intriguing little lobotomite.
I'll be your intriguing little lobotomite. You just watch me. Okay. Moving on. I got more quests. What in the name? He came and went, and when visitors attack. Okay. Okay. Good. You never played any of the DLCs for New Vegas. Well, I'm sorry if, you stumble upon a spoiler if you consider that, But, if not, I'm happy to experience this for the first time with you. Dr. Klein! Alright, last time we talked it was 40 minutes. I am afraid to press the button.
Did you retrieve the technologies yet? We need them, as I have indicated.
You're all good? Happy to watch? Alright, happy to have you here. Y'all seem, oh, that's a lot. We're gonna be here a while. These monitors are so unsettling. Holy shit. You're absolutely right. Okay. Let's just chew away, because I'm afraid of, I'm trying to get the side stuff done, and then I'm gonna finish the main quest, and I'm just a little afraid that I'm gonna push the wrong button and set myself up for something. Oh boy, so we're just gonna chew away. Okay. I have some questions about this brain extraction you all performed.
Well, we didn't actually do it. We tried to clean up after, as always, but usually the auto dock runs on remote. But we programmed it, or Mobius did. Still, this new wrinkle with the Tesla coils in your skull was unexpected. I mean, we predicted we'd have a breakthrough eventually, but Dala knows more. She supervised your spine peel and the heart circumcision, then dumped them both into the tanks in the sink above. Quite sanitary. Sure took her time. She always takes longer than projected with lobotomite surgeries. Not sure why.
Listen, she freaks me out. You said before that Mobius might have my brain?
Yes. In all probable likelihoods, yes. Possibly. That it may have gone to Mobius is merely an inkling. I don't know why, but it may be something involving the surgery code. Actually, I don't know. All I know is it misplaced itself, or it floated off. They get into robots sometimes and go on a tear.
How does that even happen? And why would Mobius want my brain?
Why does he seek our destruction? Why did he build robot scorpions with intelligence training stingers? It is because he hasn't cleaned his biogel in a long time. Clearly he's got some sort of psychological corrosion. He's mad.
I see. Okay. Can you tell me more about Dr. Mobius then?
Dr. Mobius was not the horrifying creature you saw up on the screen, twisted by science. He was once one of us. A friend. He researched in directions contrary to the think tank. Brains, 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 always about the brains. So we exiled him. He says he left of his own volition, but that was to save him the embarrassment. Now he sends his intelligence-consuming scorpions from the Forbidden Zone to plunder the secrets of Big Mountain. He is a menace.
Big Empty, you mean. Okay. Okay. You do seem like the one in charge, right? And, you are?
I am Dr. Klein, Chief Head Researcher of Logistical Operations and Ideology here at Big Mountain.
Big Empty.
I am surprised you have not heard of me. I am first in my field, first chair, as it were, back in the days of chairs.
Walrus, thank you for the follow. Hope to see you around a lot more. Feel free to join up the Discord. We have happy conversations there. Questions of the day, good time. You also get stream pre-alerts. Why do I have this strange passive sensation in here? I just want to see if they're consistent with me.
It's a side effect of the cerebral scrubbing. It won't stop you from excreting or asking questions, apparently. Have to correct that next time. Hormonal aggressive tendencies are actively suppressed, however. They are a no-no and not permitted in the think tank. The scrubbing also ensures your silence to keep Big Mountain safe. This facility is top secret, and you cannot speak of it to anyone outside of Big Mountain.
Big empty.
Should have done it with the last batch, and the anti-aggression scrub.
I like to fight, though. I like to push buttons.
We had to take precautions after the last visitors. They caused a great deal of damage in a short time. Should have made sure they couldn't mention Big Mountain once they left. An oversight.
Big empty. Who were these visitors?
Dr. 8 and Dr. O could tell you more. Dr. O more than 8. The battle against the visitors damaged 8's voice module. Suffice to say, those visitors are unwelcome. They stole a great many secrets and much technology. Impertinent. They also broke one of my trains.
Trains? I see. That's so much dialogue. What is this place?
This is the think tank.
The tank!
The nerve center of Big Mountain. The greatest research center known to man and to us. Here we test and test and test some more in the name of science. Atomic power, nuclear power, and scientific power.
This place is called the Big Empty, by the way.
Yes, because the intellectually challenged see an M and a T next to each other and take Occam's razor to it.
You're goddamn
As
right!
Here, you will refer to this place properly.
No.
And you will do the same with the other scientists here.
Like Dr. Zero, right? Right? Dr. O. What can you tell me about the pylons that are all around?
Ask Boros. I believe he knows more about the fence than any brain. Except maybe Mobius. Mobius was involved in their construction, if I recall. But he's such a hack, he probably was reading off Boros' notes and schematics.
I see. And, the Forbidden Zone. Tell me about that.
That glowing red scar? That laser lobotomy canyon maze carved in the landscape as if by some child? It is Mobius's fortress.
Wow.
From that hemorrhoidal fissure, he sends his amazing robo-scorpions to terrify and irritate us. He always tended to the dramatic.
Well, as much as I would like to further on that discussion, you all seem so knowledgeable in your fields. No doubt there's much you, can share with me, eh?
Why, yes. We are filled with the knowledge you speak of. If you wish to know more, simply ask the others. They can help you.
I see. I heard one of the previous visitors to the dome spoke to you, asked you some questions.
Oh, yes, the last visitor. Well, the one just before you. Had an interesting name from some language that's almost impossible to speak.
Oh?
What did we speak about? Melancholy fellow. Had questions about history, but our conversation got interrupted. Twice, I believe. Once when the trains got derailed, and then a second time. Oddly enough, now that I'm accessing my databanks, I don't recall what the second time was. Mobius's incessant transmissions keep distracting me. Also, we didn't brain scrub the visitor. He may have left us some knowledge he shouldn't have. I believe, maybe. Oh well, I'm sure it's of no consequence. I don't make many mistakes in calculation or perception, so probability favors me.
I see. Well then, that's all for now.
Yes, a most goodbye.
Oh wow. So simple, eh? He came and went. What in the name we can't do because I do not have the intelligence to do it. Ask Dr. O about the attack on the think tank, but I also want to speak to, Boreas. So I gotta speak to you.
The lobotomite animal before me. What other terrifying terrors will plague us in our quest for knowledge? Communists? Communist animals, perhaps?
Communist.
Be warned. Attempt to propaganda me. I will shriek as a frightened babe, calling loyal cyber dogs to my aid. Do you comprehend, commie animal?
Are you always this dramatic?
Drama? There is no drama in science.
Clearly there
As
is.
I learned in high school, science
I watched
is
Oppenheimer.
an intellectual pursuit devoid of bestial emotions. Unless, of course, you are a communist. Like Betsy Bright, who sat next to me in math, and her smoking Confederate Richie Marcus. As I learned in my high school, American High, AHS, drama is for movies, things of fiction. Here in the think tank, the only star is science.
I cannot argue with that logic. I cannot. Speaking of Betsy Bright, I encountered your pet in X8 and I killed it.
So, you put down Gabe. Thank you. A scamp, but really, his highly augmented combat programming could have proved meddlesome.
Oh.
In any event, thank you for putting him down.
Oh.
One less test subject to catalog and sort. Clearly a failure of Doggy's cybo-engineering.
Oh, well, then you're welcome then. Oh, more dialogue. So, tell me about yourself, Dr. Boris.
Before you is the brain of Dr. Boros,
Wow.
head of animology, beastology, and DNA scrambling technology here at Big Mountain.
Empty.
I lay the bones and hearts of animals bare beneath my searing gaze, especially the dogs. I did so love dogs once. Especially Gabe, that rascal. But there are many animals to shape. Industrious cazadors, the happy-go-lucky night stalkers. They are my living, breathing DNA test tubes.
You can go fuck yourself with all that stuff. I gotta head out. I got a bunch of stuff to do today, but I hope the rest of your stream goes well. If you're still alive later, I'll definitely pop back in. Well, I'm probably gonna be done with Fallout in about 2 hours, 3 hours. Maybe not. Maybe it's gonna be a quick bah. I don't know. But it's possible I might be streaming Call of Duty with my girlfriend later tonight. But you enjoy your time. Thank you for joining the Nuka Club. So let me get this straight, Dr. Boris. You are responsible for the fucking abomination of cazadors?
Indeed. Docile, curious, safe,
Not safe.
sterile. They are contained here at Big Mountain.
Empty.
To preserve DNA and for observation.
And what makes you think they haven't escaped?
Because Big Mountain safety
Empty.
measures are far more sophisticated than their primitive animal instincts. We are their lords and masters.
These things are all over the Mojave.
No, such creatures are found only here, for research purposes. They would no more be capable of escape than breeding.
They breed too.
I cannot expect a lobotomite to understand the careful surgical castrating procedures used in their creation. Perhaps a demonstration of my castrating power would settle your doubts.
Go ahead. You might make me more fertile or impregnate me.
Impregnate you?
Yeah.
What? Do you want to make me vomit inside my tank?
Absolutely.
The mere notion makes the edges of my biomed gel crystallize into asymmetrical patterns.
Good. Good. You don't seem to have a grasp on your own research.
Nonsense. That is what you speak. Nonsense from beyond. I was at the top of my high school class in American high school. I knew facts. I knew figures. I knew data.
But you don't know
we
what
would know
is.
if our research was flawed. It is not. We never contradict ourselves, so do not even try.
Watch me. Okay. So when did you create Cazadors?
In 2000, let's see, carry the 3, then count backwards with the Great Static, or beyond. There were the Tarantula debates, and something about hawks, which made it around 2003, May, Tuesday. It was definitely Tuesday. Why are we even debating this? What you ask is of no importance. Mobius besieges us. There are more important things to worry about than data and facts.
Right. Right. I want to know more about Mobius in the Forbidden Zone, by the way.
The malignant tumor that is Mobius plagues us all. His hunger for power, insatiable. From his lair in the Forbidden Zone, his terrifying Robo-Scorpion army clicks and whirs across the crater of Big Mountain, ever seeking, ever stinging. He must be stopped, or all of Big Mountain
Empty.
shall be destroyed.
Maybe it should be. This radar fence around the crater. Tell me about it. Because I need to get the hell out of here.
The radar fence protects us all. If evidence is correct, the one who built it is me. It keeps anything with a disembodied brain inside, like us. And anything without a brain, also inside.
That's how a barrier
It is
works.
the ultimate defense against communist aggression. There'll be no infectious ideas on my watch.
You know, the fence doesn't really make much sense to me.
It makes perfect sense. Who are you to question the mighty radar fence? Ever since my anxiety-filled days of powerlessness and being bullied in American high school, I have dreamed of such security as the fence. That and giant cybernetic dogs that would ruthlessly patrol and kill anyone who wasn't my friend, like Richie Marcus and Betsy Bright. Who's laughing now, Betsy? I hope you and Richie are happy smoking in your radioactive coffins. I'm glad you never came to my birthday party.
Don't you want to leave here?
No! Beyond
No!
is death, despite mounting evidence to the contrary. No matter where these strange humans wander in from with their ideas and new brains, there is nothing beyond Big Mountain.
Empty. But doesn't that prove you're wrong?
Enough! Stop filling my precious brain cell units with irrelevant data. You sound like the other visitors, making wild claims of a world beyond, where there is a war beyond war. It is unproven and unthinkable. Bother the other doctors with your crackpot theories. I have no time. None of us do.
I'm absolutely sure. But speaking of what you put your time to, why does Klein want these particular technologies?
There is logic and purpose in it. If these technologies are needed to pierce the Forbidden Zone, so be it. Science is powerful, and in the right hands, our hands, if we had hands, we would be nigh unstoppable.
Right. Can you tell me about, Big, Empty?
It is our home. threatened by the horrors of Mobius. All we wish to do is continue our research, layer upon layer, above and beneath the floor of the crater, until we have our answers. But no, Mobius will not let us rest, scaring us with his scary robots with their laser tails and blowing up all the time.
And, you know, the crater looks like it's been tag teamed by giant fuckbots. You know that, right?
It was not our first choice of testing grounds, but we no longer have the luxuries of our test cities. Then we lost the mountain. After the explosion, we couldn't find it anymore. So the crater became our testing grounds for science.
Went from big mountain to empty. Must have been some kind of explosion, eh?
Boom!
Boom!
Yes, quite unexpected and embarrassing. All better now after the landscaping, though. Much more pleasing to our monitors. And the crater helps keep everything inside, because it is bowl-shaped.
Bowl-shaped. Yeah. You mentioned test cities?
Yes. In the past, individuals would come to us, pay for technology, and if their town, community, or city was just right, we could use that city as a controlled experiment. Vault-Tec was much better at it, of course. We had to make do. Get permission. Sometimes. If only we could have used commie cities. But capturing whole cities was hard, so we captured enough commies to make cities of our own.
I see.
So we had a group of Chinese prisoners to experiment on. Those were the days. But the true test was science on unsuspecting Americans. Whether it was holograms, new autodocs, toxins, vending machines, we wound them up, let them go into tiny, isolated towns. Then we observed.
Right. Well, I think I've had enough of you.
Until next time, then. Provided there is a next time. For any of us.
You are so afraid of the Cold War. Wow. Oh, maybe the price of my Magnum went up because my barter skill went up. Alright. Let's see. Alright. Dr. O. I'm here to talk to you again.
Predictable. The lobotomized specimen returns. Its purpose? Repetition. Chances of success? High.
Yeah. I heard you and 8 were attacked by previous visitors.
I don't like to talk about it. 8, he can't talk about it. They fried his voice module. Something good. It wasn't all the visitors, though. Only one of them got out of control. He's the one that took control of Little Yangtze, our old human farm.
What happened?
This human. I can't believe it. He broke out of the think tank in seconds. Then he went for Yangtze, got bomb collars, and started practicing on the subjects that were still there until he got the right frequency. We were sending robots to stop him, and he was slicing and cutting through their shells with some souped-up laser gun like they were cheese paper. When he hacked into the mainframe, 8 tried to stop him and got fried. Me? He rerouted my processors to take control of the train network here.
Is that Elijah?
If you see the tunnels with the trains plowed into them, you can thank our visitor for that. He wrecked the whole place. While we were trying to keep containment on the surface, turns out he used one train to punch out a tunnel and escape. Sealed now, but...
I saw that. Who were the others?
2 other human specimens. One arrived not long after the troublemaker, and the last one, not sure when he showed up. Thought the first one was going to be lobotomized in Y-17. She got out somehow.
Yeah.
The last subject, Klein might know more. He talked to him, then let him leave the think tank. Hope he knew what he was doing.
Why?
Klein knows things we don't. And I think you told some of those things to the last visitor. Dangerous things if they ever got out.
Right. Hey.
Did you retrieve the
No. Bye. Okay. I need to find a trace of Gabe in Higgs Village. I also have 1, 2, 3 unvisited places that I should probably go check out. I feel like I should. Most certainly should. Okay. Okay. Let's go and do that first. Don't crash. Oh! Oh! Oh wow, hi! How does he get in and out, huh? This is a good time to test, Wow! Wow! Okay. You don't fuck around. Okay. I see. I want to go this way. Ultimo bot? I think not. Ultimo no more. Loser. Oh! I'm going up. You can't stop me. Ow! Ow, ow, ow! Ow. Alright, I have regrets. I have regrets. Enough. Ooh. I got you now. Let's go. Beautiful. All right. Now you. It's been part of those cities. supposedly. Okay. The fuck is that? The hologram. Well, yes, it's a hologram. If it wasn't for Sinclair's request, his hologram project would have been canned long ago. In addition to the dispenser tech he wants for the Sierra Madre, he spoke to the big empty execs about using the holograms for defense. That's something any would have to sign off on. I can't even imagine the cost to turn the holograms into something beyond walking cameras and greeters. And why would you? It's only been a little while and I already hate spending my time with these ghosts walking around on the planet. Rather see the research money spent on actually improving the field of view sensors or adding upgrades to the emitters. Spending a lot of hours getting the Verake's hologram looking right. I'm a physicist, not a sculptor. Iterating on her facial features and her dress to match Sinclair's expectations. It's about enough to make me file a complaint. I don't get the sense Sinclair's doing this out of love or, well, lust. Somewhere along the line, he became cold about the whole matter, as if crafting the hologram, just right, was something he hated. I see. Yeah? Hologram. I don't like that at all. Not even a little bit. So why would you have something there and not have anything worthy of picking up? You gotta throw me ammo. Always. That's it. Don't crash. Cool. Oh boy. Good fucking Night Stalkers.
Surrender yourself. You cannot win despite the fact that the odds are heavily in your favor.
That's random. But go off. That is the Call of Duty Zombies technique. Train him. Train him. There we go. And lastly, best place to get is probably from here. Don't crash. Please. Please. Oh boy. What is it? Who's after me? Leave me alone. I insist upon it. Oh boy, how the hell do I get down safely? Crystals. Ah! Oh. Alright, down we go. Ah, there we go. The mood lights. This is good. Alright, every location in the big empty. Do not crash. Please and thank you. Ah. Yes, come. Yes! Yes! Got you! I got you! What else is here? This is really big. There's got to be something here. Unless I'm here prematurely. Oh, it's a little diagram of the village.
Today's a hell of a day to die, Tommy.
Yeah? Come get me. You got a ways to go. Snow globe.
Ready to die for your country?
I'm not going to die. Begin weather test. Oh. I should fry all the electronics. I see.
Your worthless hide is mine. Today's a hell of a day to die, Tommy.
Yeah? Let's go then. Ah! Love it. You gotta love it. All right. Door to the big empty. Alright, that's every location. The Higgs Village. To perhaps find some remnants of Gabe. Okay. Oh. Right. Right. Gabe's bowl. The little Deathclaw. Right. I remember now. Okay. So I knew he wasn't just there for... He had a reason. Okay. I see. No crashing allowed. Good. No crashing allowed. Fuck yourself with that with the enemy bullshit. Let's go. Good. Do the think tank. Oh, Dr. Boris. Dr. Boris.
The lobotomite returns!
Yeah.
What insidious plan can it have brewing in its horrid mind? What commie anti-American propaganda will it spew?
Actually, I just came to give you this bowl. Gabe's bowl.
What? Why, yes, it is. I used to leave it outside his doghouse, chock full of chems, before the cybernetic modifications, of course. And no matter how chemmed the food, he would always eat it, and his tail would wag, even while you know, I'm having the most perplexing feeling squiggling through my biogel. I can't quite pin it down.
It sounds like Gabe really loved you.
Why, yes, Gabe. No matter how awful my day had been, he was always waiting there. How odd. My gel is decoagulating. And when I would talk to him about Betsy, and how Marcus would beat on me and call me Smarty's sissy pants, he'd just sit there, head on my knee, and... If you don't mind, I'll take that ball. Just need to remove it. Put it away, somewhere out of radar range. For some reason, its similarity to the crater shape of Big Mountain
Empty.
is starting to fill up all available cognitive spaces. That, combined with my own overwhelming feeling of having done something terrible, the two were hitting me with unexpected force.
Hope you think on what you've done.
I can't seem to not think about it. How odd. This sensation is unpleasant. I don't care for it. I don't care for this place either. And I feel as if we've forgotten something. Still, it is no matter. Crush the feeling down. Crush it down. Push it into the loop. Yes. Forgotten. Almost. Yes? I do not need to remember anymore. Not today.
Okay, well. Later, asshole.
Until next time.
Shut up.